What's up guys, this is Sahil. So today we have the MSI Forge 320R cabinet. Now this is a mid-segment, mid-size ATX cabinet. It's like pricing is also mid-segment, not like the premium that we usually review. But I was actually pretty surprised with the feature set of this cabinet. And you know what? I just took it out of the box. I haven't even like looked at even like maybe prepared for the review or something. That's not a thing that I do. But yeah, this is the white colored one. This is also like the first time I have a white cabinet in my room. I'm not really a fan of the white cabinets, but yeah, since I got it, it's there. Okay, but yeah, anyways, so on basic look, like first look, yeah, MSI has gone like full mesh over here, mesh. You get the removable mesh filter at the top. If you look at the bottom, by the way, I really like these really thick 1 inch, like the 1 inch clearance from the bottom. That really helps with the airflow. You get like a small mesh over here, and it's nice to see that they haven't left the entire bottom open. I don't like the entire bottom mesh things, but yeah, you get a removable mesh filter over here, and washable. These are all washable. So yeah, let us open this baby up. So okay, this is tempered glass. In my last video, I did mention the benefits of tempered glass, and so you do get these three 120mm fans over here plus a 120mm fan over here. These are all ARGB fans, so I'm hoping there's also an RGB controller. We'll check that out. So let us open this baby. Yeah, this is legit tempered glass because the weight is high. There you go. So good clear view of the glass. Okay, now coming inside, what do I see? So yes, you can mount a full 360mm AIO over here. You can really get creative. You can mount a 240mm AIO over here if you want to play with the RGB, and because this is white color, actually playing with RGB makes a whole lot more sense over here than say with cabinets that are black color, like this one or like this one. RGB lighting does really well with white color, and once I build this, I'll show you how it looks. But okay, these are the only accessories you get over here. Pretty minimal. Okay, you do get some cable ties, you get a shroud, and you get some screws, nuts and bolts. Now looking at the power supply unit area, so okay, I'm not a fan of almost the entire surface being covered. I think it should maybe be covered up till here because it really kind of just gives you more space to work around. Yeah, this thing can fit the largest of the motherboards. Now let us look at the right side of the case. So these are all thumb screws. Okay, so you don't need a screwdriver to remove them. Yeah, I mean, thumb screws are always good. These are pretty light screws. I would have liked screws with like more heft to them, or maybe the mechanism like in the Corsair 3500R where you don't even need screws. You can just like, So yeah, this is a luxury cabinet. This costs like double the price of this. So okay, looking at the right side, there you go. All right, nice to see MSI giving you an RGB controller in this price range. So that is really, really good. That is actually really aggressive pricing by MSI. So kudos to MSI for that. You also see, okay, I've never seen this kind of connections, like open connections on the front panel. So yeah, that's a first time for me. For cable management, you get these they don't have any rubber grommets over here. I'm not particularly like a big fan of the rubber grommets. Like I'm pretty indifferent towards it. I know like a lot of people will be like, oh, there are no rubber grommets over here, blah, blah, blah. It really doesn't make any difference. So yeah, good cable management features over here. You get these things where you can mount your cable ties. This is the bay for storing your SSDs and your HDDs, like the big ones. Here, there you go. You can store one mechanical hard disk drive. Maybe MSI could have given some more mechanical drive storage features, because I personally have like 3 or 4 mechanical drives always, because that's where I do most of my storage. Most of my long-term storage always goes in the mechanical drives, not in the SSDs. But I digress. Anyways, now looking at the top part, you do not get a USB-C port over here. You do get two USB Gen 3.1 USB connections over here. So yeah, I mean, little disappointing that you don't get USB-C. I think having a USB-C port is an absolute must in this day and age. But the good thing is that you do get a separate microphone and a separate headphone jack. Even most luxury cases today give you only one single unified jack. So that's a good thing. Yeah, the mechanism of the button is fine. Would have liked to see the front panel being easily removable, because there's a lot of dust that gathers over here. I mean, India, like, we live in dusty environments. A lot of dust gathers over here, and then there's no way to remove it apart from like just like taking out the fans from here, and it's a long process. But you know, something like in this, I can just remove this panel by just removing these thumb screws. So it makes it so much more easier. Would have liked that over here, but it's okay. It's just nitpicking. No, actually it's not. This is kind of an important thing, to be honest. All over, yeah, it is a good cabinet. The build quality is fine. I think if I look at the sheet metal thickness, you know, no flex here, so that signifies good build quality. I still will say that it's not the build quality that I've seen in much more expensive cabinets, but it's still passable, and I think this will last you long. This can last you through builds of 3 or 4 different generations on this. So yeah, that's a big plus. And I think for 5,000 rupees, this cabinet is really not bad if you're going for a mid-range PC with like, you know, like a mid-range CPU. I mean, you can even build a high-range. You can even build like a 5090 and a Ryzen 9 CPU on this, no problem. But I would still personally recommend going for a bigger cabinet. But yeah, this is totally like a very nice mainstream cabinet. I think this is going to be a winner amongst the masses for sure, because this is it's a decent package with a decent feature set, and it's really like most of the features here are the ones that you use. Most of the features not here are the ones that you might not use. So MSI has got that balance pretty well. That's it from my side. Sahil out.